Good morning and welcome along. It is 12 minutes past 8 on Friday, the 25th of August 2023. And let's have a look and see. Actually, first of all, I was just wondering how long ago was it since I last posted. Let me just have a quick squiz at that. I'm not sure if you're seeing what I'm seeing or not. Yes, you are. That's okay. It just took a minute to load there. Okay, so I want to just have a look at the last date, which you'll see in the content, no doubt. I think it's been a while, put it that way. Well, I know it's been a while because this is Friday. I haven't found an opportunity before now to do a video this week. So the last one was August. Oh right, okay, August the 7th. Sorry, August the 14th actually. August the 14th. So that is virtually 2 weeks ago. I'm assuming that must have been a Monday. Yeah. Okay, so although that was a video last week and this is a video this week, we've basically had 2 weeks of an interval, just because the last one was at the start of the week, this one's at the end of the week. That is just how things seem to go whenever you're quite busy working, and if you don't have shifts that start that bit later that allow you to do a quick video before you scoot into work. So let's see where we are, and honestly I don't actually recall what the situation was almost 2 weeks ago. I know that there had been a bit of a dip. I'm not sure if it had been just to the extent that we have shown on the graph there at present, or if it wasn't just quite as deep as that. But that said, look back. We've had a sort of a massive, unrealistic climb there. Pull back a bit further. Another attempt, pull back, and since that we've kind of been on the up and up. These are more like steps as opposed to hills and valleys, if you like. So I'm gonna call this normal market fluctuation. I'm not seeing anything concerning at all there. As things stand, the current portfolio is up 4.5% on investment. We're down 0.25% for the day so far. Bearing in mind market has just opened. There's a lot of time left before the end of the day. And yes, actually, if you look at this one, up 1.6% for the week. So that does suggest that things were worse than they are currently. As you can see, those other figures there fairly unremarkable, really. So let's just have a quick look at the notifications. Do you know that first one, Intuit, that says something to me. I vaguely remember being able to take card payments using Intuit software, I believe it was. It basically would have allowed you to take a card payment as an individual, but without using chip and pin. You had to get all the card details to put it through. What else have we got there? Guess with a question mark. I don't know what that is. Or Splunk. Goodness, a few interesting names, whatever they are. Dollar Tree. Nvidia, I have heard of. Graphics card manufacturers. Historically for PCs, I don't know if what their current line of production is, but I'm sure it's something to do with that sort of thing. Royal Bank of Canada. Okay. Abercrombie and Finch. Oh, sorry, Fitch. I know the name. It's one of those companies that's been around for a long, long time, as far as I'm aware. Not sure if it's a bank or what, but I get the feeling that it might be some sort of a financial institution. Foot Locker, I believe a shoe shop, is that correct? And Peloton, I'm going to call them the online cyclists, who did so well actually during lockdown. And quite honestly, at that time, I remember thinking, it's good now, but it's unlikely to stay good, because once things go back to normal, people are going to be much more keen to actually get out on a real bike and into some real fresh air, as opposed to doing it in the garage or wherever they used to. Okay, let's get on with our investment. As you know, I'm going to buy, as you know if you follow me, I'm going to buy, if this will play along, I'm going to buy some theoretical stock. I'm using the Trading 212 demo account, the practice account if you like, and it is going round and round. That's never a good sign. I wonder if I can do anything about that. Let me see. What happens if I do that? Okay, at least I can see that you are along with me here. You're able to see what I see. This is one of the joys of trying to do live streaming, particularly where you're showing a server that you do not control. Occasionally you get to fill in while the thing is loading. Right, let's see if this, okay, so we're back to that. Let's hit the buy button straight away, and hopefully we should get a little buy screen. And if we don't get a little buy screen in the next, I don't know, 30 seconds or a minute, that's going to be very frustrating. In the past, I have had a little bit of bother with the 212 platform, but not usually at this stage. Usually it's more a case of having difficulties getting connected to actually get through the orange screen, as you might call it. It doesn't usually give bother at this point. So yeah, it's a bit not handy. What I had done in the past, which appeared to have helped, was to connect via a VPN, believe it or not, and that seemed to, for some reason, that seemed to actually get me through onto the black screen, if you like, but the only downside with that is that the upload speed via the VPN was pretty atrocious, and that meant that if I was trying to live stream at the same time, the quality was very poor, and that's why I'm kind of loath to try that, because I think it will mess up the quality. Let me reload this one final time. If I don't manage to do it this time, I think we'll call it quits. and I'll make a separate recording or something and add the two together. That looked a bit better there. That seemed to come up quite quickly. To be totally frank, I've got a couple of updates waiting to be done on Windows, but I don't really believe that should or could even be part of the problem. Bear with me a second. I'm gonna try the VPN thing. It's not something that I really wanted to be pushed into doing, but if I can do it for just a second and actually get the screen that I need, that would be better than having to try some of these other routes. So at the minute I'm just trying to connect to the VPN. I don't know how likely that is how successful that's likely to be. Normally they change their details every, well, it used to be every, I don't know, 12 hours or so. So basically every time you came back to the computer it could have been a different code. I don't know if they're still doing that, and I don't use a VPN as often as that. But yeah, if the quality of the video is suddenly degraded, that's probably why. Now at the minute the connection just doesn't appear to be going through to the yeah, it hasn't gone through. I'm going to just check the connection details because that is probably down to the password being wrong. Okay, hopefully I've got that updated and correct. I'm going to give it another go. This is my final attempt before I call this quits and disconnect, because it's really quite poor, I think, to have to try and do this sort of thing and put up with video quality which is less than optimal. But as I say, when needs must, sometimes you feel obliged to try to use a roundabout method that you have seen work in the past, albeit not your preferred choice perhaps. So I have hit the button and I think I saw the little circle thing, but I haven't got the buy screen at present, so I don't know what is going on, because normally I should have that rectangular buy thing right now, and I don't. Let me just check and see if I am still connected to the VPN. According to Windows I am, although the quality of the screen, the quality of the feed rather, looks rather better than I would have expected, if that's really truly the case. So I don't know. I really don't know what to think there. Guys, final attempt, because this is getting a bit long now. I'm not sure if I can see anywhere how long I have been broadcasting. I don't think oh, maybe I can down here. Yeah, 22 minutes. It's as I say, it's getting a bit long. a bit tedious. Really by now we should have some sort of a result, and I don't normally expect to have to be using techie solutions for what's supposed to be a educational investment video, but the truth is I do have a background in tech support. There we are. So we've got my my feed quality improves. So yeah, as usual, I'm going to put in £120 theoretical pounds. We're buying the Vanguard S&P 500 exchange traded fund using the Trading 212 practice platform, which has been absolutely woeful this morning. If anybody from 212 is listening, as you saw there, I gave it a couple of attempts before finally giving up and using a VPN to connect to the purchase part of the practice platform, although it's the same basically as when you're doing it for real, other than the fact that the money is theoretical, and there's an amount of free funds shown at the bottom there. Okay, that has really changed things very little, other than the fact that our portfolio value is now 9,165. We're still up 4.5%, and we are still down 0.25% for the day. So the notification that's showing there, that's just that purchase. It came out at 1.81 shares this morning at current value £66.12p per share, and of course with that you are buying a small fraction of roughly the best 500 performing companies within the S&P 500 index. So yeah, apologies for the technical issues today. I hope it wasn't too off-putting, and I hope I haven't put anybody off the 212 platform, because as you are probably aware, or if you're not, they are one of the platforms that have really virtually no barrier to entry. You can invest from as little as £1 if things haven't changed, and there are no fees to speak of for your investment. Sometimes fees do apply depending on what you're buying and what your entry currency is, so basically exchange fees. But yeah, on the whole, it is normally free to get into, and that's why I am so keen on 212. Guys, if you like the content, if you don't mind the technical workarounds and all that sort of stuff, feel free to subscribe, and if you like this video in particular, why not give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back again at some point next week. Hypothetically, off the top of my head, I'm going to say it's probably going to be Wednesday, and we'll have a look and see what the market is doing then. Have a great end to your Friday, and yeah, great weekend. Thanks for watching.